Hey, welcome back to the show, and today is going to be a video about the Vista 4x5 technical compact camera brochure. As you can see here, it's Vista. They still make these cameras, so if you guys are interested in purchasing one of these Vista cameras, I highly recommend you guys check it out and maybe use the website that's not listed here. I guess this is previous to websites, but I'll try to find information about their website and maybe how you can purchase one of these cameras. So into the video, this is going to be the 4.5 RF, SP, and VX models. As I said, technical compact camera by Vista, 4.5 RX, SP, VX. You can have it, it's all in Japanese and in English, but it's basically very easy to read. It doesn't have much but a few specifications. And here, this is the VX. You can have the RF is the rangefinder model, which is the most sophisticated camera in the Vista line. As you can see here, it has a rangefinder on the top. It's pretty small. It has the bed, which I guess unfolds or doesn't unfold. It actually doesn't look like it folds. I guess the back comes down and goes into a closed position, as it has a little aperture here and here, which is the lock. Same as the SP. So yeah, this is the rangefinder model, which can go from lenses as small as 65 millimeters up to 500 millimeters in length, which is for telephoto. I guess it's a tele lens, which always let you focus a little closer than the 500 that you would need for infinite. It's an RF, which is rangefinder, and there's specifications on the last page, which I'll show you. Then we have the SP, which is the wide variety of alive movements and unique design. Features covers manifold type of photography as outdoor, studio, wide angle, close-up, telephoto without any technical problem. This also let you use a 6x9, which I guess that's a graph lock back. And it's called for ultra precise hand and view camera. Also details in the back. Then we have last the VX, which is boundless theory for Vista SP. Professional camera include 2 suited extra features. Good for acting photographer to be taken quickly and almost effortlessly with a weight not more than 5.2 pounds, which is like 2.5 kilos approximately. Lightweight, accepts extension rails and bellows that exchangeability, so you can change the bellows, I guess, to wide angle bellows. Equivalent mechanism as the Vista RF camera, except features of rangefinder. As you can see, there's no rangefinder on the top. Details for last page. So let's go to the next page. Let me fold this down. Here you have the details that are common to the 3 types of cameras. Precise, orthogonal, horizontal. So they're basically to open and close, so they fold on themselves, so you can carry it kind of like the Graflex or the Linhof Technica cameras. When open, the camera bed will automatically lock at 90 degrees. From this position, the U-arm and lens are conveniently located inside the camera body perpendicular to the bed. The U-arm needs only to be drawn out onto the rail system for the camera to be ready to use. Basically what you have is like you pop out the lens and it's ready. They usually have infinite stops. Easy swing. It has here like some notches on the back of the camera. You can see this is the rear of the camera. It has a little notch, which I guess you push it and it will go back or forward, moving the back. So it will tilt either to the front or towards the back. 15 degrees one way or the other. Then they've made the enlarged lever knob, which is on the back, as you can see here. So it's easier to use and it's being polished to a diamond polish. Avoid the locking hinges. By displacing both braces from the camera body, the back swing movement can be set 15 degrees in both directions, constitutes a unique capability. So I guess you can move the back 15 degrees one way or the other. Then you have the ultimate utilization of swing. This is like translated from Japanese. It's even hard to read in English, at least for me. By displacing the suspension brace on the camera back, the two-axis system can be used to adjust backswing and tilt simultaneously. So you can use the tilt and the swing both at the same time. The back tilt is shown with the bed down. Back tilts are 55 forward, 35 backward. So I don't know why they said the swing. I guess I got the wrong. Swing is different. It probably swing. And the tilt is what I got wrong. It's 55 forward, 35 backward. Then we have the substation body mechanism. Triple extension rails from 75 to 150 shot. Use the bottom and upper rails on same stages. Over the 180 millimeter photography, slide upper rail as position to be required. 250 photography up to 1.5 meters and upper chest position. So basically you can extend the bellows all the way to 250 millimeters, which will give you, with a 250 you can focus all the way up to 1.5 meters from the film back. So that's pretty close. Convenience of wide angle photography. With the Vista 4 or 5 cameras, this is common to the 3 as I said. There is no longer need to tilt the camera bed down when using wide angle lenses such as 65. On the Graflex, you would have to go from this 90 degree and drop the bed so the bed wouldn't be on the picture. You can adjust the lens down simply by removing the upper stage of the 3 extension rail system. Furthermore, there is no trouble such as vignetting, even in vertical pictures when this method is used. So I guess you can move the lens so you don't get like basically the bed of the camera on the frame. Then you have interchangeable of back bellows. So I guess this is common to the 3 cameras, even though I didn't say it on the previous page. Perhaps one of the best features of the Vista 45 camera is the ability to accept back bellows. So this is great for wide angle lenses or severe movements. As you can see, they shifted the lens on the front element, like on the front all the way up, and you need back bellows. This is probably pretty sad nowadays, as you can probably not find the bellows, even though they're still making stuff, they might have it, but you can get people make your special bellows for this camera. Vertical photography with bed down. The back tilt movement of the Vista 45 camera equipped with a stun lock system for both the ease of use and security. When the back tilt and the front tilt movements are set to 15, they are parallel and conveniently capable of vertical picture taking even with the bed down. So basically the camera, when you drop the bed, you can tilt the front, the lens board, and tilt the back so they stop at 15 degrees and they're parallel, even though instead of being in the same height, one is lower, so you can shoot certain subjects like that. Then they have extension rail and bellows interchangeable. They have current available 300 millimeters and 460 millimeter extension rails for the use of up to 500 millimeter lenses, and accepts up to 600 lenses to using with extension rail and longer bellows. This would prove valuable ultra close-up works. So yeah, you can extend the bellows with an extra rail. As you can see here, it has like a really long rail that I guess you can adapt and purchase. This is probably not easy to find either. Also common with the 3 types of cameras: sturdy construction front portion, heavy duty front column, so as it's probably a pretty hardcore U front column that you can do a lot of stuff with. Cameras are designed to feature heavy duty front columns strong enough to hold any size or weight of lens. This I would have to say probably not. Like the 210 Super Angulon probably doesn't fit on this camera. Furthermore, Vista has devised a U-arm system in which the lens board frame travels across matching grooves in the U-arm to create the rise movement. Then you have friction lock for slide movement. This friction device minimizes the vibrations of the U-arm even when the lock knob is loose. This eliminates distortion pictures or damage to the U-arm, the slide mechanism due to vibration. So basically you can shift or slide the lens sideways without any vibration. Wider operation with front swing. Camera was designed to enlarge the front swing movements additional to back swing, allows a professional photographer the absolute and abundant high technique and movement required for photography of highest technical quality. Then the auto eye mechanism, which I guess it has like a cable release that goes into the camera. Focusing is no longer a problem when you use the Vista S number 1 or number 2 shutter. While focusing, the shutter remains open. However, when you insert a 4x5 cut film holder or move the 6x9 centimeter sliding roll film adapter to the picture taking, the shutter closes automatically. This is probably something you will barely see or never see. Then you have micro tilt movement. The adoption of the friction device now allows precise micro tilt movements and reduces much of the time needed for tilt settings. So I guess it has like a little wheel or knob that you can turn and slowly get tilt on the front. Then specialized SP mechanism. As I read before, the SP is this middle one. Black finish, very important. Convenient in the back swing movement mechanism. Knob for micro swing, which I guess this knob will let you precisely move the swing. In almost every picture taking situation, a micro swing movement is necessary in the last stage. For this, the SP camera has been provided with a 2-axis system. The cam system enables you to focusing to adjust the other end of the image quickly. The knob which adjusts the cam is fastened securely to the camera and will not remain idle, so it won't like move when you're shooting. Versatile, fully revolving back, which means you can revolve the back. I guess either you can pull it out and turn it. Let's see what it says. The back of the SP camera is capable of revolving a full 360 degrees and click stop at 90 angles. So yeah, it stops on its own. The revolving back can be also replaced with a 6x9 roll film adapter. Shown adapter only requires a single push of the lock lever, which is the upper part of the camera body. So I guess it's in the top up here where the hands are. 6x9 photography with using sliding adapter and auto diaphragm control device. This basically is ground glass for 6x9 and then the rollback. So you focus here, you flip it around and you shoot with a 6x9. So that's how people used to shoot 6x9 on 4x5 cameras. This is available for Horseman and other brands too. Using 4x5 mount roll film holders. This is actually roll film holders for 4x5. It has like a roll film holder and some like wings that cover that bit of film that you're not going to be exposing. So yeah, you don't need you have the automatic diaphragm control device same as above. Then we have optical finder with double image consolidation, also called Albada finder. This is pretty crazy. Setting cammed function single axis rotation. The Vista 4.5 RF provides with 3 different cams system to focus 135, 150, and 180. Simply set the cam dial to the correct position against lenses to be applied. Can be adjusted to work with longer focal lengths. So this is for the rangefinder camera, which I didn't say, which you basically turn it and the cam will be calibrated for that lens. So when you're focusing, you will see that rangefinder patch properly move with the proper lens and proper focus. Adjust infinite stoppers versus available lenses. So they have these infinite stops on the bed. As you can see here, it says focus against infinite, focus, adjust the infinite stopper, draw out interlock function. So basically you pull out the lens to whatever desired like lens you were using, and that would be infinite. So using 65 or 130, well, 135, 150, or 180, it's the different ones. The shorter one would be 150, then 135, 150, 180. So those are the 3 stops. The optical finder view frame magnification parallax. So the Vista 4.5 is provided with an independent viewfinder surrounded by 2 windows of the focal distance meter, so-called Albada optical finder. You can see here you have the optical finder, and it has a 0.45 magnification of the finder, and there's like a diagram with an object finder, object lens, half mirror, B, reflector, eyepiece, eyelet. Easy exchanging bag bellows and extension rails. So here it shows you how you can do it. Exchange clips, which are here. Exchange lever, which is in the front where the lens goes. You put the bag bellows or the longer bellows here. 65 through 90 lenses with full swing use bag bellows. That's pretty obvious usually. Over the 300 lenses and close-up photography use the long bellows. Exchanging bellows and rails is much easier than other professional cameras. I don't know about that. Like, you would have to try it out. Plus, you have to find these special bellows nowadays. Mechanism of the interlock focal distance, which shows you basically the rangefinder diagram. There's the little prism. This is where you're looking through. This is the arm that moves the cam. So depending on what lens you're using, it moves the cam differently for precise focusing with the rangefinder. And here, all the accessories. You have 4x5 and 6x9 cameras, bellows. You got bag bellows, extension bellows. You got extension rails, 460 millimeters, which is like, yeah, basically these two pages together. 300 millimeters, which is a little bit more than the height of this page. You have the adapter for small film, like 6x9. You got like compendium shade. You have the 6x9 rotating back. You have the auto eye interlock system, which will open and close depending on the film back. Lens boards, which are Linhof size. So if you want to have some Linhof lens boards, they're pretty common. You have some top hat extension lens boards, so you can focus a little closer with that lens. Then you have the 6x9, 6x7, and 4x5 and 5x7. I don't know why they have 5x7 here, as I don't think this was a 5x7 camera, but they make the film holders, or made them, which they say, I think those are Fidelity, but whatever. Then they have lenses, which I guess they're rebranded. They look like Nikon lenses, I'm not sure. Well, you have the Nikon on the bottom. So yeah, they have the Vista W of 150, 180, 210 here. And the Nikon, I guess they were the ones they recommended. With the automatic diaphragm device, is fully equipped for entire Vista products to connect to the Vista shutters. So yeah, you got the diagram here of the lenses in Japanese, no English here. But I guess it's not that important. And then you have the chart with all the information, which is not all in English, even though that's Japanese, this is English. So yeah, all the information is here. I'll give you guys a few seconds so you can read it up close. If you need me to scan this, which that's the thing I've been getting questioned about, scanning these and putting them available to public. I'm gonna try to do that, and I'll leave the link to the first brochure I've scanned, and hope to keep on doing that with these brochures that I'm doing these videos. So yep. That's basically it. It accepts Polaroid pack film, max, focusing, drawback, camera bellows, movements, back tilt, and all that. Well, that was all for the Vista Technical Compact Camera brochure. I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next brochure video.